Namaste. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. So great to see you. Thank you for coming to day 2 of the 3-day yoga challenge. Today we do deep core, so buckle your seatbelt. It's going to be really a great class. And, during this time of the year, setting a new intention for the new year, a lot of times we're seeking a kind of renewal, to renew ourselves. And in the tantric tradition, we are surrounded by the universal energy of continuous renewal. It's like we walk around underneath a waterfall of renewal energy. But the key is we have to learn how to access the source of this renewal energy. And when we're able to do that, that energy streams through us throughout the day. And this body is not just a body, but this body is the vessel. It's the carrier of the life force prana, of this spiritual energy. And to access and penetrate that spiritual energy is the way to access this wellspring of continuous, constant renewal energy. And most of the times when we're feeling confused, or we've lost our purpose, or, just feeling tired or exhausted, a lot of times we're trying to do too many things all at once, or going too fast. Like one of my intentions this year is I just want to slow down. Like, what is the race? And why are you going so fast? Like, what are you going to do when you get there? I used to have this very old-fashioned police radar in my car, and I realized I was speeding and trying to, beat the system with this, but the radar never really even worked. And it occurred to me, what am I rushing for? And I realized, when I drive, I'm trying to make up time for being overwhelmed over here and not getting all my to-do stuff. I'm just going to go fast. Oh, it's easy. Well, first of all, it's dangerous. And guess what? It's against the law. And I haven't gotten many tickets, but still. So I put the police radar away and I said, it's a little bit of a stressor. I'm just going to go the speed limit, or maybe a little more. They don't pick you up if you're going 5 miles over. And that's what I did. But I couldn't get rid of the radar. It's still in my car. It's like my security blanket, but it's not turned on. Eventually I am going to renounce it. But this whole idea is how to slow down. We have to learn how to tap in. So we're going to learn about, I call it core connection. And it's a way of accessing this continuous source of renewal energy. Consider this, that we live in a generous universe. We don't live in a shaming, judgmental universe, like you have to be good to get the renewal energy. The universe doesn't care. It's impartial. The universe offers itself freely, 24/7, every moment, every second of the day. It's just, can we let ourselves become receptive to receive it? The only thing in the way between you and grace is you. And we hear that all the time. How do we release the ego, which is filled with the veils of protection and judgmental and perfectionism? That's me. I'm a recovering perfectionist. And when we start to release all of that, then we actually start to feel this continuous renewal. So take a comfortable seat, join your index fingers and thumbs, palms down, close your eyes and just center yourself. Ride in the flow of the breath. This renewal energy comes to us in the form of the breath. It's the main way that prana comes into the body. Soften your skin and let yourself become even more receptive. In a certain sense, we need to humble ourselves in order to find our way back to the source of continuous renewal energy. When you inhale now, lengthen your side ribs, take your shoulders back, and when you exhale, let your hips get heavy, let them settle. Lift your throat, take your palate back of your skull up, and align your palate over your pelvis. And then attune to your heart. The heart is the place in the middle. We have a front body and a back body. The front body really is our individuality, it's our ego. The back body is universal. We can't see it all the time. It's behind us. It's mysterious. But it is this back body that is the home of this continual resourcefulness of renewal. As part of our technique today, we're going to do what I call Xiphoid-Tailbone connection. So just before we chant Om, bring your palms together in front of your heart and simply bow with humility. Bring your head towards your heart, towards your hands. And as you do that, notice how the center of the base of the ribcage, the xiphoid process, pulls down. We need to humble, we need to soften our individual. And also when you bow, your whole back body expands. And then lightly pull your tailbone in and up. And these 2 points, the tip of the tailbone is shaped like an arrowhead that points upward. When you curl it in, it's like our longing for renewal, our individual longing. And the xiphoid process also like an arrowhead, but that points down. And imagine that we channel universal energy down through the heart, through the xiphoid process. And we pull the tailbone in and establish a xiphoid-tailbone connection energetically. And then once you've established a connection to your back body, maintain that as you lift your heart. Our nature is to expand. Our nature is to explore our highest potential. Fate is what's given to us, but destiny is what you do with it. So as you connect with the back body, we refuel ourselves, refresh ourselves with this renewal energy. Let's offer all that energy towards whatever it is that our heart most deeply desires, so that we can fulfill our life destiny, that we can live our dream. And finding the place right in the middle between front and back body, between individual and universal, there's the heart. And let's share that heart space now with each other as we chant Om. This universal presence that flows within you, gently bow, and then open your eyes and offer a namaste to those around you. Welcome, welcome back. Come on up to standing. I define the core as a source of power, a source of energy that establishes core connection of our individual nature, which is considered limited, of course, and time-bound. Everybody is born and dies, to our universal nature, which is in the back body. So I like to think that the core starts not just from the abdominal muscles, but from the knees and the quads and the psoas. Hang on a second here. All the way up to T12, or this area on the base of the rib cage. T12, we have 12 ribs, so the base of the thoracic spine, T12, is just halfway, part way up your back, that way. And that gives us this whole range. So palms in front, feet parallel, Tadasana, lift and spread your toes, and engage muscles to bones. And then what we did on Monday was we learned how to establish pelvic integration. So we took the thighs back and pulled the tailbone in. Thighs back creates low back curve, tailbone in lengthens the curve. We want a balance of curve and length in the lower back. And everybody's a little different. So if you're sway back, you gotta pull your tailbone in more. And if you're flat back, you have to take your thigh bones back more. Okay, Okay, so find where yours is, palms in front, and then bow with humility to get the xiphoid process to pull down. Consider the arrowhead channeling, funneling the vastness of this constant renewal energy. It's like the source of renewal energy pulls into the body. And then add to that tailbone. So you pull your tailbone in. And when you contract these 2 points energetically, the tailbone is that longing for renewal. It expands the back body. So breathe into the back of the kidney band. And then, of course, we don't want to stay in this position because we're all curled over. But as you establish the back body, then start to lift your heart. Yes, and then the arm bones go back, and that leads us to shoulder integration. The head goes back, head integration. And we never want to say like, oh, push your thighs forward, push your shoulders forward, it's all, we go from the front body, our limited self, to the back body. So that's the alignment we want. Thighs back, shoulders back, head back a little bit. And then maintaining all that. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold. Good. And even in the forward fold, pull your ribs in. Inhale, heart halfway forward with the longing for renewal. Exhale and bow. We're allowed to have this longing. You think like, where does longing arise from? It arises from lack. It arises from this desire to have something that we don't have. There's a good quality, a good intention in that. So long for what it is that you want. And then inhale, heart halfway. Exhale, bow again. Set your hands and then step back into downward dog pose. And just alternately press one heel toward the floor, bend the opposite knee. And go back and forth, walk the dog. Find your breath. Then bend both knees, lift the inner thighs up more. Create the low back curve. And then lightly pull your tail in. Then lift your arm bones up and pull your belly in. Try to maintain the curve in your back body while you pull the front body in. And then shine from the heart down through your hands and from the heart through the base of your shins back. Get a good, almost like a full body stretch. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, lunge. Come up, hands to hips. And then stretch your arms up. A simple warrior lunge pose. Back heel is perpendicular. Square your hips. And breathe. Then bring your palms in front and practice humility. We bow to a bigger energy. When you bow, the waistlines flow back. Pull your tailbone in more. Connect with constant renewal. And then stretch your arms up. Maintain core. But you hold the pose. Hold your left wrist with your right hand and gently crescent. So I'm just kind of helping to throw you off balance a little bit. So you got to squeeze your legs in toward the middle to maintain balance. And then bow slightly, get the xiphoid to pull down, and then pull your tailbone in and up. This should feel pretty good. It's a deep stretch, side ribs. Inhale, come up. Take your right wrist and crescent to the left. The dynamics are a little bit different on this side because you arc away from the front leg, so it's a little less stable. Every breath, imagine that you're being continuously filled, refueled, renewed. Fill yourself with your intention for this year. And you'll come to center. Sweep your arms out to the side. Exhale, step back. Downward dog. And breathe.
Lift your arm bones into the back plane of the body. Take your inner thighs to the back plane of the body. I always used to say the barbecue's out back, the party, the universal energy. What we're looking for is not what's in front of us. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, lunge. Establish yourself in balance. So if you come up and you're like really wobbly here, try to widen your stance like a lateral distance. So bring your right foot just slightly more to the right by an inch. Good. Charge your legs to the middle. Palms in front and bow. Expand your kidney band. And also know that what's right on top of the kidneys are the adrenal glands, which is what produce sort of that cortisone, fight, flight, stress response. So when you go into the back body, you're asking those adrenals to chill and go get connected to the source of renewal back there. They don't have to work so hard. Then inhale, lift your heart and stretch your arms up. And breathe. May our adrenal glands release and stop working so hard. No danger here. You know, we need the adrenals when there's danger. But, you know, so just slow your vehicle down, okay? Take away the police radar. You don't need it. Take hold now of your right wrist, and let's crescent to the left. Now pull your ribs in, get your core. The navel pulls back toward the spine. Pull your tailbone in. Inhale to center, hold your left wrist. Squeeze your legs toward the middle, because now we go away from the front leg. It's a little destabilizing. Bow. The more humility you have, the more open you are to receive the waterfall of renewal. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweep your arms down. Come into plank. Take your thigh bones back, tailbone in, find core in plank. It's okay to put your knees on the floor if you need to. Pull your xiphoid and tailbone toward each other. Hold that. Come to chaturanga slowly. If you need to, you can put your knees on the floor. But keep your shoulders lifted. Don't be tempted to go into weakness, which is you roll your shoulders forward. Keep them back. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, nice easy cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up again. Lunge forward. Turn your left foot parallel to the back edge of the mat and bring your right forearm on your thighs to a little Parsvakonasana, but also to get the hips more open. So bend your right leg more. Squeeze your legs and scissor. So it's like you're going to pull your left foot toward the midline. Isometrically, doesn't move. Notice that your muscles squeeze into the bones. Then pelvic integration, thighs back, tailbone in. Then look into your heart, a little bow of the head, and the kidneys move back. Navel pulls in. Keep the core, lift your heart, left arm up and over. So you can apply these principles in every single pose so that you work your core. Your asana becomes not just a way to stretch, but a way to tap in to the infinite source of universal renewal energy, which is really what the asana practice was meant to do, is to restore, to give you energy, to help calm you. Sweep down to the floor, step back, downward dog pose, breathe. And then lift your left leg up and exhale, lunge that forward. Come up, left forearm on your thigh, right foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Charge your legs, thighs back, tail in. And then with humility, bow, look into your heart, waistline's back, Xiphoid-Tailbone connection. Once you've got that, Right arm up and over. And then lift your heart. Breathe. Pull your tailbone in a bit more. Stay in the back body. Consider that every inhalation is like you blowing up the inner tube of the universal in the back. Every exhalation, soften the front with humility. It's really the only way to get to universal energy is we have to let go of the ego. It's scary. You have to let go of needing to know everything, needing to be right about everything, needing to not be confused. And basically, the human experience includes not knowing everything, being imperfect, making some not so optimal decisions of this sort. Accept it all. Spin down to the floor, step back, plank. This time, lift your right foot 3 inches off the floor, squeeze into the middle, hold. And then right foot down, left foot up, hold. 2 thighs back, tailbone in. Good, switch right leg up. This time, can you do right knee to the elbow? Keep it steady. Stretch your leg back. Right knee to elbow. And back. Right leg crosses over to the left. Back. Cross over. And left foot up. Left knee to elbow. Hang in there. Stretch it back. Left knee to elbow. Stretch it back. Here's a new one. Left knee to the middle, between your hands, into the space. There's no elbow there. So stretch back. Again, into the place in the middle. Stretch back. Then left leg to the right, cross. Come back to center and cross. Good. Come back to the floor and then chaturanga. All the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And then come down onto your knees, sit back on your heels with your toes curled. If you can bear that. If that's too much, then just do a standing kneeling position. Good. All fours. Let's find core in tabletop. Wrist creases straight ahead and bring the center of your wrist as wide as the outer shoulder. Spread your fingers evenly and brightly like rays of the sun. Begin to claw the pads underneath your nails. And then also keep the roots of the fingers down. So the pads are at the finger underneath the nails. The roots are where the finger joins the hand. So pads and roots down. Claw. Pull up, hands to heart, and then soften the heart. Eyes back, tailbone in, and now pull your belly in just a bit more. Hold, that's core. Stretch your right arm forward. Stretch your left leg back and up. See if you can balance here for a moment. Try not to sag your ribs down, so pull, keep your belly in. I don't know if you can see me, but here's sag. Here's core. Sag, core. Okay, it's a very subtle movement. But you work your xiphoid and tailbone. Then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand it. Exhale, go into the back body and expand front body. Continue. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lift. Exhale, contract. And then just stretch. Bend the left knee. Hold. Can you reach your right arm back and grab your foot? If not, just go part way. And then if you can get it, push your foot back into your hand, take your shoulder back. I call it bus stop yoga. If you can't do something, you get off the bus. Get off the bus at your stop. Okay? Pick it up in the next one. Exhale, release. Take your left arm forward, thumb up, hug your core, and right leg back. Hold. This works the very small intrinsic spinal muscles. One of those muscles called the multifida, and that is a stabilizing muscle for the spine. Helps herniated discs and a lot of problems with the spine. It's so helpful. Okay. Exhale slowly, knee to elbow, and then inhale, inflate the front body. Exhale back, inhale front. Exhale, inhale, knee to elbow. Good. And stretch out, bend the right knee, reach your left hand back if you can, and push your foot back into your hand. So to maintain a calm spine, you got to pull your tailbone in. Very good. Okay, come on to your back. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Draw your navel back. Bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. Now, generate a low back curve. So you've got to move your sitting bones toward the floor more and arch your back slightly off the floor. Maintain that, and then lift your feet, bring your knees up. Okay? If you pull your knees in too close, you'll flatten your back. If you move your knees too far away, you work your hip flexors. So find the spot right in the middle, sort of like the sweet spot, where you have a low back curve, but it's not too much. Good. Okay, now exhale and pull your navel toward the spine. In fact, you can exhale through pursed lips, like you're blowing out a candle. Again, inhale, and then exhale, pursed lips. Pull your navel in. Pull your rib cage in. You knit the ribs toward each other, but keep a low back curve. Okay, maintain that. Exhale, levitate your heart up toward the sky. As your heart goes up, your navel goes down toward the spine, toward back body. Inhale, head back. Exhale, lift your heart. So you go into the front body, but your navel moves toward the back body. Exhale, lift. Inhale, head back. Exhale, lift and hold. Stretch your right leg out and hold. Inhale, head back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Switch your legs. Hang in there. Pull your xiphoid and tailbone toward each other. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Keep going. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. And rest. Come on down. Bring your hands onto your belly and just take a couple of breaths. And then interlace your fingers behind your head. Bend your knees in. Bring your knees and your ankles together. And bring your knees 45 degrees to your left. And then exhale, lift your heart straight forward. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. Hold. And then knees over to the right. Inhale, head back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. One more. Inhale back, exhale up. Hold. And release. Put your hands on your belly. And take some deep breaths. Breathe into your hands. Okay, in the last series we're going to do, roll over and come on your belly. Come into Sphinx pose like this. Forearms are parallel, elbows underneath your shoulders. Relax. Then curl your toes under. And inhale. Try to lift your hips off the floor. If that's challenging too much, then keep your knees on the floor. Our point here is to contract the front body, pull your xiphoid process, tailbone in, and expand the back body. And hold. Then lift your right foot off the floor if you can. Hold, squeeze the middle. Then switch, right foot down, left foot up, and hold. Think of something pleasant. What's your favorite dessert? Hold, 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 and then left foot down. Then lean a little bit over to the right and come on to the left fingers, the ego talons. So you just work it to the right. Your heels go to the right as well. And then bring your left hand to your hip, then left arm all the way up and sweep your left hand under. Inhale up. Bring your left forearm down to the floor. Hold. And turn toward the left. Come onto your right fingers. Pull your belly in. Okay, hang in there. And then right hand to the hip. Right arm up. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale up. Exhale under. Inhale up. Bring your right forearm back to the floor. Hold. And then stir the pot. Make a clockwise circle with your heart. Parallel to the floor. Parallel. Stir, stir, stir. And then opposite direction. Stir. Go counterclockwise. Good. You should be feeling something now in your ribs. Okay, it's not easy. And then exhale. Come on down. Fold your palms. Make a pillow. And turn your head on the pillow. And breathe. Feel your breath. Feel the vitality. Know that right now you are connected to the infinite source of renewal, the source of all that energy. Breathe it in. Let it circulate through your whole body. Very good. And then slowly come up to a seated position. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Lift your side rib, shoulders back, but then humbly bow. Bring the xiphoid process down. Draw your tailbone in with longing. And then breathe into your back body. Establish your core connection to the universal source. And then lift your heart, take your shoulders back. May we express that source energy in everything that we do. May we offer it to all those that we meet today. May we tune into our back body today so that we may stand as though we're standing underneath the waterfall of renewal that's always available to us. Find the place now in between the front body and the back body. It's called the threshold. It's there that you make your dreams come true. You stay centered in the core of your being. Let's offer this blessing out to each other and out into the world today as we take a breath and chant Om. Namaste. Thank you for participating today, and hang in there. This is a 3-day yoga challenge. You made it over the hump today. If you can do this class, you will definitely be able to do the class on Friday, which is a gentle class. Now, I've been accused at not being able to teach a gentle class, so I will say that it's gentle, but you are going to get a stretch. It's just not like this deep core class, okay? You probably won't get your heart rate up very much, but you're going to have a lovely stretch, lovely flow. It'll be great to sort of put that kind of ending on this 3-day challenge. So thank you so much for being here, and take this core with you.
Practice it throughout your day. Okay. Have a good one. Bye for now. Okay, thank you.